gentlemen, St. Francis High School proudly presents our valedictorian. It's now my pleasure and privilege to introduce him. This young man, whom I'm about to present, has been a part of the extended French program and has achieved and maintained academic honors. He has played on both our junior and senior football teams. He's a certified ski instructor and an accomplished musician. Next year, he will be attending the University of Western Ontario, where he has been accepted into the highly competitive and selective program of integrated science, leading to a master's degree in biotechnology. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian, Kaylin Master.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Ms. Gonzo, for the introduction. For the past 3 years, I've been a student at St. Francis High School. Those 3 years were spent making many countless memories and undergoing many different experiences. From my time as a member of the jazz band, to my years with the first-class football program, to my studies in French immersion, I have sampled only a few of the unique and inclusive parts that make up St. Francis. The unrivaled school spirit, the penchant for success, the talented staff, all contributors to the fellowship we all feel when we walk through those doors every day. At St. Francis, we have a certain cheer that has become universally linked to our school. Whether you've heard it at a football game, a pep rally, or at any celebratory event the school hosts, the unifying power of the simple chant is unquestionable. After a few years of hearing it on an almost weekly basis, I took some time to think about the words we find ourselves saying all the time. It gave me a few ideas. Everywhere we go. The opening line sums up a very important aspect of our Browns heritage. My interpretation is that everywhere we go pertains to the innumerable alumni that still hold ties to St. Francis. No matter where we go, what careers we pursue, what cities we live in, what friends we surround ourselves with, St. Francis grads are proud to call themselves Browns. We see it in our parents, who were Browns in their youth. We see it in our teachers and administrators who return to St. Francis because they enjoy their time here so much. We see it when a stranger recognizes our orange and brown. St. Francis has touched so many people within the city and beyond. And every graduate seems to carry with them a feeling of belonging for the rest of their life. People want to know. This line speaks to the reputation our school has developed through its rich history and tradition. All around the city, St. Francis is known as an inclusive but diverse institution. We set an example of academic excellence, athletic and artistic success, and safety and comfort for our students. Whether it's our extensive list of honor roll students, numerous graduates who pursue post-secondary studies, our dozens of city championships and provincial titles, our spectacular music, dance, and theater performances, or our outstanding student services team, the school makes a name for itself as a well-rounded center for learning. Who we are. Who are the students of St. Francis? Well, you just met about 600 of them, so we won't do any more introductions. We're dancers, choir singers, and musicians. We're artists, science enthusiasts, and computer gurus. We play football, field hockey, badminton. We're student council members. We're volunteers. We're trainers. We're aspiring doctors, mechanics, and educators. We are all of these things, but not limited to them. We have no limit. We, the Browns, are whatever we choose to become. Maybe you're like me, an athlete who found a passion for science. Maybe you're not and you have a future in sports. Maybe you're going to become a famous musician. Maybe you're going to travel the world. The beauty of our community is found in our differences. We, the Browns, are all connected, no matter who we are or will be. So we tell them. These experiences can only reach their full value if we carry them forward into our future. By sharing our memories with others, we bring them into the community that we've all created and continue to maintain. We give them a glimpse into the vision of our school, of all the values that we've learned in our time here. The values summed up in the statement, Pax et Caritas, peace and love. When we have our own children and help them find their own paths, we will pass on the knowledge we have garnered here and hopefully convince them to be Browns as well. We, as St. Francis graduates, must continue to spread peace and love as our predecessors have. Whether we go on to play in the CFL as Marco Iannuzzi did, or become teachers like so many of our role models, we propagate the compassion and empathy we've developed as Browns to the rest of the world. We are the Browns, the mighty, mighty Browns. Our history is a never-ending narrative, one that continues to be told and retold by past, present, and future students. They tell this story through their accomplishments, their deeds, their actions. I am proud to be counted among these people. I am proud to have been a part of the St. Francis legacy. My fellow graduates and I share a pride, a confidence, one that we'll emulate in all of our future endeavors. We, the class of 2017, have already taken the first steps. It is up to us to instill that same feeling of community and faith in others. I would like to close with a quote from our patron saint, Francis of Assisi. Remember that when you leave this earth, you can take with you nothing that you have received, only what you have given. A full heart, enriched by honest service, love, sacrifice, and courage. Thank you.
Thank you, Caleb, for expressing so well the inner core. You guys had us worried. Thank you, Caleb, for expressing so well the inner core of being a Brown, a mighty, mighty Brown. Mr. Berger has given Caleb a commemorative valedictorian watch.
Nice.
Okay, so this brings us